And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground. Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. To the air again, Fields. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially.
Touchdown, Bears! A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Airing this one out for Evans. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Bridgewater. Flush to his right. That's complete. Okuegbunam. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. A final shot before the break. Fields. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because it...
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Next to score, Bears 56,
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Down right around the 25. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that is no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
One play action. Fields. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
First and goal, Chicago.
Fields now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Check 4, check 4.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. From a yard out. And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
63, Broncos nothing. Cody Parkey to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. 107 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So
it got his man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Throwing again on second down. Fields. And this throw incomplete. Have a defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And I think the ball's out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Let's go.
Here's Fields.
Dancing to his left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields
keeping it himself from 8 yards out.
And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Parkey with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Broncos 8. Cody Parkey kicking off for Chicago.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
They'll try it now with Mostert.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Raheem Mostert.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
Bridgewater gives to Williams here on the draw.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Bridgewater now from the 50. Evans has it left side.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Rolling to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Off the draw, here's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They run it again with Williams. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Here we go.
Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Bridgewater now. And this is caught by Evans.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. All day, baby, all day. 26 Mike.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Denver, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.